Well, good afternoon and welcome to McBrayer Arena, campus of Eastern Kentucky University. Gary Ball with Derek Varney, William Moorfield, the king of stream. It's Lexington Catholic and Sayre. Derek Varney, first time Sayre's ever been to the, well, that's been a long time. It's not the first time. The first time they've been here to McBrayer Arena. It's been 20-some years since they've been in the 11th region tournament.
You know, Gary, that's unbelievable, and I'm not only excited for today for this game, I'm excited for them. You know, you can see these kids warming up and the bounce in their step, and their crowd's already here. The students are already yelling for them, and it's just exciting. I'm happy for these kids.
And, you know, Sayre's a team. They got the big win over Madison Southern right here on Southern's floor. Southern plays a lot of games here at EKU, and they got the big win. They've got one of the most prolific players that's ever come along. I mean, this 11th region is so loaded with talent. Of course, everybody, Tavion Hollingsworth, probably going to win Mr. Basketball, but Jake Doobie, what a basketball player.
You know, and Gary, he did it all year long. Very consistent. I kept up, you know, with their scores. I like looking at the 11th region box scores after, you know, the day after they play, and he was just always consistent 20-point guy. You know, I saw him play a couple times this year and was really impressed the other night, just his composure, because he knows every night out he's going to face a boxing one or something from the defense to try to stop him.
And, you know, he's got some good players around him. R.J. Smith's a nice player. Robbie Goodman's a solid player. Will Newton. And, of course, Jaden Blanton's a really good basketball player, too. So there's some other talent there. Sam Bowie's son comes off the bench, Marcus Bowie. So there's some other talent there at Sayre. It's not all about Jake Doobie, although he's obviously the superstar.
Yeah, everything works through him, and they'll struggle a little bit if something happens where he has an off-shooting night. But what I like about him, he's got a good motor. He keeps moving without the basketball. He plays hard on defense, which the other role players around him, that steps their game up a little bit.
Luke Johnson is obviously the star for Lexington Catholic, averages about 24 points a game. The thing about Luke Johnson is I haven't seen a guy come along. Tavion can do it to a degree, but I haven't seen a guy come along in a long time in this region that can take it to the basket, either side, either hand, spin shots, circus shots. You've seen him play. You know what I'm talking about, like Luke Johnson. He's unbelievable.
I always say he's so deceptively athletic.
Yeah.
You look at him right now, warm-ups, and I'd say pick out Luke Johnson out there. Nobody could probably do it because you're really looking for a really guy that's a high riser. But when he gets in the game, he gets off the floor, and he knows exactly how to get in the lane and his limitations out there, and he's a special player. I enjoy watching him play.
And, they got some bigs at Lexington Catholic. When you look at Peter Whitman at 6'7", Sparkman at 6'7", 6'8", they've got some big guys. But I think in this game today, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I think the key to this game today for Lexington Catholic is going to be Zan Payne, because he's got that mid-range jumper. He's a guy that will get you 12, 14 rebounds a game. I think if Zan Payne comes to play today, could make things pretty rough on Sayre.
Couldn't agree more, because they're going to – surely Coach Salzman's game plan is going to be, guys, we got to pound this inside. They go about 5 – they go 6'3", probably, with Doobie being probably their tallest guy in the starting 5.
Right.
So they're going to have to try to expose the inside, the lack of inside size for Sayre.
In just about a minute or so, we're going to go to the public address announcer with the starting – William Moorfield, of course, King of Stream. He's right here to my right side. I wouldn't be here without the man to my right. Donnie Atkins is in the house. Steve Potek, our videographer, he's way up top in the crow's nest, literally behind us up top in the crow's nest, videoing all this for us, Steve Potek. And what a big day we got. Derek Varney, triple header. After this, the play-by-play will be Darren Douglas, and he will give you the call of Scott County, Madison Central. I think that'll be a good one. And tonight, I'll be back with the girls' championship, Franklin County.
There they are.
The upstart Lafayette Lady Generals and Allie Denton. How about that?
It should be an awesome game. And what I realized on the way over here today, Gary, about our boys' games, our Final Four, we got 3 district runner-ups in the Final Four.
When does that happen last?
Exactly.
Josh Moore over there at the Herald Leader, he could research that for us.
Exactly.
As I said, we're just seconds away from the national anthem and the starting lineups. Looking forward to this one. It's the Spartans of Sayre and the Knights of Lexington Catholic. Let's go courtside now to the outstanding public address announcer here at McBrayer Arena on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. Well, we got baseball going on over there today, too.
Love it.
New baseball field over there.
Beautiful.
McBrayer Arena inside Alumni Coliseum here on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University for 11th Region Boys semifinal basketball action. Today's first game features the Spartans of Sayre High School and the Knights of Lexington Catholic. In a moment, we'll have your starting lineups. We ask now that you please all rise as we honor America, its freedom, and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And now let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the Spartans of Sayre High School, representing District 42, wearing their blue uniforms trimmed in gold and white. At guard, a 5'7" junior, he's number 1, Jaden Blanton. At guard, a 6'3" senior, He's number 5, Jake Doobie. At forward, a 5'11" senior. He's number 14, Robbie Goodman. At guard, a 5'6" senior. He's number 3, Caden Silverberg. At forward, a 5'10" junior. He's number 33, R.J. Smith. The Spartans are coached by Robert Goodman. And now the Knights of Lexington Catholic, representing District 43, wearing their white uniforms trimmed in blue and black. At guard, a 6'3" junior. He's number 3, T.C. Price. At guard, a 6'3" senior. He's number 10, Luke Johnson. At guard, a 6'3" senior. He's number 15, Blake Scott. At forward, a 6'5" junior. He's number 23, Zan Payne. At forward, a 6'7" senior. He's number 41, Peter Whitman. The Knights are coached by Brandon Salzman. Your officials for today's game are Tony Ramsey, Keith Zerbel, and Craig Sandafor. Let's play some basketball.
Great job by the public address announcer. Well, I love the enthusiasm.
Well, I felt like we were at Detroit Pistons.
Hey, it's 11th Region basketball. We're in the Final Four. Can't get excited about this. Check the obituaries. You'll probably find your name in there.
No pulse at all.
No pulse. So to be big Peter Whitman, he will go up against big R.J. Smith, and it's controlled by the Knights. And they hand it to Luke Johnson in backcourt, and he'll survey the situation. He'll be picked up by Silverberg. Johnson on Silverberg. Luke looking, bouncing down low, knocked away by Smith. Picked back up, though, by Price. Zan Payne has it knocked away. I think it was Doobie who came from the backside and knocked that one away.
Absolutely, and you see that they're giving lots of help on Payne underneath, and that's almost 2 potential turnovers right there, Gary.
And coming up after this one, it will be a dandy, Scott County and Madison Central. Luke Johnson's got it just underway. Technically the second possession for the Knights. Johnson to the basket, pull up 15-footer, back of the rim, no. Whitman there battling, and it's knocked out of bounds. They say Whitman got it. I tell you what, that was a good job there by Blanton of Sayre, the little fella.
Good defensive possession by Sayre to open the game. Mm-hmm. Good defensive possession. Now they're, with the ball.
Silverberg trying to work it across on Price, and it's kicked there by Payne. He was trying to go to Goodman in the corner. Jake Doobie will be the trigger man for Sayre. They're in the dark blue with the gold, and Catholic in the home white with the blue.
No secrets for Catholic. They're going to go to their famous 2-2-1 full court press and try to lure Sayre over into the trapping areas.
Goodman clears Smith out, working there on Scott. Gives it up to Blanton. Blanton into the paint area, stops a high arcing 10-footer, off the rim, no, picked up, and Whitman blocks it. Rejection by Whitman on the attempt there by Silverberg. Let's take a quick look at that again.
Watch Silverberg backside aggressive.
What a great block by Whitman.
You see him put it on the floor, might have made him hurt him just a little bit there, Gary.
Lob to Goodman. Out it comes to Blanton. They kick it in the corner.
And
Smith traveled with it, trying to work it off. So R.J. travels. 7:07 to go in the first quarter. No score. Lexington Catholic and Sayre. Gary Ball with Derek Varney. William Warfield producing here on PrepSpin in high definition. Luke Johnson for Lexington Catholic down the lane. It penetrates off glass, put it home.
With the right hand.
That's what we were talking about in the pregame.
Absolutely, he can go either way. And they're going to set the high ball screens to do anything they can to get his momentum going towards the basket.
Blanton gives it back to Silverberg, back to Blanton. Blanton kicks to Goodman. Outside Silverberg over to Smith. He's open. He lets it fly, knocks down a three.
That's exactly what they've done, Gary. That's awesome. They had to skip pass through the trap, and then that man is open on the other side.
Good shot there by R.J. Smith. Makes it 3-2. Sayre with their first lead. Zan Payne with his first touch. Out to T.C. Price. Great defense by Blanton. Getting all over him. Over to Scott. Down low to Whitman working on Doobie. Here's Luke Johnson faking the three. Penetrates. Spin move. Rinse cycle. Got it.
There it is. Big time players step up in big games, Gary.
4-3. Knights on top by one. And Smith's got the only bucket for Sayre. That was a 3. Gives it up to Silverberg. Went through his legs, out of bounds, turn it over.
That's what it does. Not enough spacing on that side. And instead of getting spacing and going down the sideline, Gary, they were too close, too bunched together.
1 for 3 shooting for Sayre early on. 2 for 3 for Catholic. Of course, Luke Johnson's knocked down both of them. He's taken all 3 attempts.
I'm anxious to see how they play this ball screen all game.
Deep 3 by Johnson, in and out. Nice rebound by Smith. Boy, at 6'2", he really gets up, doesn't he?
He sure does. And that's exactly what Sayre wants, is for Luke Johnson to take long jumpers.
Blanton gets it over now to Robbie Goodman. 4-3, Lex Cath. 5:40 here in this first quarter here on the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week. We'll tell you about all of our sponsors. Next dead ball opportunity to the basket. Blanton left hand.
Wow.
What a tough shot by Jaden Blanton.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what? They're going off the dribble, and that's what you got to do. And it's
Exactly.
eventually it's going to free Doobie up as well, because they have to help out in the lane.
Good point, Derek. 5-4. Sayre Spartans on top. Catholics. Scott has it deep in front of the Sayre bench. Out he comes to T.C. Price. Price, a junior. Luke Johnson gets a pick from his fellow senior, Whitman. Luke Johnson goes left, spin, rinse cycle, gives it over to Whitman. He won't shoot it from there. That's one thing Peter really needs to develop. He's strong around the basket. Needs to develop that 10, 15-foot jump shot.
I think he couldn't believe.
Scott, NBA 3. Off the iron, no. Whitman battling with Doobie there. Coming out there with it is Jaden Blanton.
Doobie had a body on Whitman perfectly.
Smith, a 3 out of the deep corner. Air ball pulled out of there by Payne.
Good look. Just missed it.
Yep, he hit the last one. Here's Johnson, a long 3. Back of the rim, no. Payne rebounds. Kicks it back to Johnson. Over to Scott. Back to Payne, a long shot out front. It rolls off, rebounded by Whitman. Sticks it up and in.
If Catholic's going to rely on a lot of three-pointers, Gary, they're going to keep Sayre in this ball game for quite a long time.
Right now it's 6-5, Knights on top. Silverberg kicked there by Luke Johnson, who's going to Loyola, Maryland, and he's going to play for G.G. Smith there at Loyola, Maryland.
Good.
Tubby's son.
Nice pickup for G.G.
They've got the wrong score on the board, folks. Here, if you hear it, it is 6-5 right now. Catholic on top. They got 8-3 on the board here. I don't know what that's about. Somebody obviously hit the wrong button.
It is definitely wrong.
They hit the wrong button. And Smith has it way out top. Well, they got to get Doobie going. He hasn't even had a shot yet. Smith to the basket, hanging on Whitman, rolls it in there. Tough shot for Smith. Boy, didn't let that air ball in that 3 bother him offensively, did he?
Absolutely not. And I love Sayre's game plan, Gary, because you see what they're doing. They're bringing the big man out on the floor and making him guard the smaller Smith, who can go off the dribble.
And they're doing it right now halfway through the quarter without Doobie. He hasn't
right.
even taken a shot yet. Here's Payne, blocked by Doobie, and the foul's going to be on Doobie. I don't know. We'll take a look at that again on the replay, Derek Varney. I think that was all ball.
As you see him going to his left, shooting back to his right.
No,
he got a little
bit. He got a little bit of the
He may have high-fived him a little bit there, Gary.
He got a high five there. It's a foul. It's a good call. Well, once we look at it, it's a good call.
The eye in the sky doesn't lie, does it?
No, it does not. Payne knocks it down, and we are tied at 7. First point of the game for Zan Payne. Let's look at some early numbers. 3 of 6 shooting, that's 50% for Sayre. They're 1 for 2 from 3 on the Smith 3. They got 5 rebounds, so they've out-rebounded Catholic. It's 3 of 8 from the field, but Lex Cath 0 for 4 behind the arc.
And that's the game plan for Sayre. Push Luke Johnson out, make them take long threes, and keep Whitman off the boards.
So Payne knocks down both free throws, gives the lead back to Lex Cath. Back and forth we go. There goes Blanton. Quick pass to Doobie.
Nice
Doobie,
pass.
good pass to Smith. RJ backs it back out of there, hands it to Robbie Goodman. The third, RG3 they call him. Dumps it down low and laying it up and in. Nicely done there by Sayre was Will Newton, who just checked into the ballgame. Newton right off the bench and lays one in.
There's our microwave. We always got a microwave that comes in.
That used to be Vinnie Johnson
Yes,
back in
sir.
the day. Here's Payne spinning on off glass. Good. They call a charge on ZP.
Don't know about that one either. I think it was, you got to let him play just a little bit there. It was a good catch by Payne on the block. And he's going to use his body.
3:12 here in the first period. Sayre Spartans. Doobie gets it into Jaden Blanton. Pair of ones working on each other there. And they give it now to Goodman. Goodman's got Doobie open left side. Doobie with the catch over Payne. Off the iron, no. Rebounded by Johnson. Boy, that's a good look there by Jake Doobie. First shot he's taken.
Yep, they are getting a good look. Sayre's got to be careful of that quick shot against the press.
Johnson goes to Payne down low. He hangs off glass. What a shot by Payne.
Great use of his body right there of shielding the defender.
Doobie angles left. Jake coming back to Blanton to Robbie Goodman. Of course, the son of the head coach.
Coach Salzman wants more pressure on the press. He's screaming for it.
Will Newton, and that's blocked by Johnson, and a foul on Johnson. So Johnson will pick it up. And going to the line will be Will Newton. Well, I like this Newton kid. He's not just the fact he came in right immediately when he checked in, laid one in for a bucket. Just plays so hard out there.
And you can't even tell. Sometimes you can tell when a substitute comes in. They're a little cold. You know, their eyes are wide. He comes in and immediately scores, and now he's gotten himself to the foul line.
Missed that first one. He could tie it up here. 2:31 here in the first period. Sayre at the line. Will Newton.
Every game we do, are we always looking at a tie? Greer?
I tell you, that's why do you think I bring you in this big game? Because I know when Derek Varney's at my side, it's going to be a really good ball game. It never fails.
It never fails.
Never fails. You're the good luck charm,
yes,
my man.
sir.
And happy birthday today, by the way.
Thank you very much.
39. You're looking good for 39.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Down low, working with it, Johnson. Payne out top to Javen Harden, who just came in. Over to Keegan Bailey. He just checked in as well. And also in there is Max Sparkman. Here's Harden lining up the three. That's the first three they've hit. Javen Harden comes off the bench and knocks it down. 13-10.
See how crucial and how important your bench is in tournaments, Gary. You have to have some kids come in and get you some big buckets.
Goodman kicks it over to Newton, over to Blanton. Minute 52 here, and now all of a sudden Sayre find themselves down by 3 with that big 3 by Javen Harden off the bench.
Look how spread out Sayre has Catholic.
Doobie's got it with Bailey on him. Doobie toward the basket, 10-footer off the iron. He's 0 for 2 now. Sparkman there to rebound.
If he gets himself on balance right there, I think that's a good shot. But he shot a little one-legged fall away there.
Javen Harden over to Johnson. He lines up the 3 and an out. And Doobie there with the rebound. Saves it into Newton. He's got Goodman, but it's knocked away by Harden. And then Harden taps it to Johnson. Luke for Catholic. Over to Bailey. Lets the 3 go. Good!
Big possession right there. Sayre had a run out, Gary, for a layup. They had a run out for a layup.
Yeah, that would have cut it to a point, and instead, great defense there by Javen Harden.
Well, you're looking at a 5-point turnaround. It's 2 that Sayre didn't get on the other end and 3 down here for Catholic.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, of course, Mingy Beef Jerky, Whitaker Bank, Rafferty's, UK Sports Medicine, Bob Roberts Insurance. Bob Roberts are right here in Richmond, Kentucky on Main Street. They insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Joe John Roberts, they play